So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. And this is the penultimate live stream of the year of 2021. The last stream of 2021 is at midday tomorrow. And that is the podcast with Kenny and Jez. It was slightly, a lot earlier. Obviously, it is New Year's Eve tomorrow. And we all have plans. Well, I don't actually. Kenny and Jez do. My plan is to stay in all day and have an early night because Arsenal play on New Year's Day. And I don't really want to be feeling smashed by getting in at 4 a.m. or something stupid. So I'm staying at home. We've got 2 bottles of Clique sat in the fridge. We're all good. I bought a cigar as well, just because I could. I've wanted a cigar. I've been craving a cigar for about 2 months. I was hoping it was going to be sparked and smoked. Well, you don't smoke a cigar, do you? You just inhale and blow it straight back out. Is that how you do it? I don't know. I ain't smoked a cigar for years. But I was hoping that was going to be to toast Mikel Arteta getting sacked. Obviously not. We're on this soirees this evening. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers, guys. And make sure you are firing up the likes. But yeah, like I said, the podcast midday tomorrow. So it's early settings. And Man United kick off in about 35 minutes from now. So I'm going to sit and chill and watch that as well. And yeah, mad. But anyway, obviously, the mainstream news outlets watch this show because for 2 days straight, I've said, what happens if Saka gets a bid from Liverpool or City? What happens if Martinelli gets a bid from Real Madrid? What happens if Smith Rowe gets a bid from Chelsea? All of a sudden, there's a story doing the rounds that Saka is subject to speculation of a Liverpool move. And that he's kind of keen on going. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's actually read the whole article. In fact, I'll do that and then I'll give you my opinion on it. Because these transfer stories, 99.9% of them never happen. That's not to say that there isn't interest, because I'm quite sure if Liverpool did come in for Saka, why wouldn't he want to go? Like, you got a chance to win a title. Like, well, anyway. Arsenal make move to keep Bukayo Saka with player very interested in Liverpool transfer. Great hook, great title, great headline. Very interested in Liverpool transfer. Okay. Well, anyway, Arsenal have held talks with Bukayo Saka and his representatives about a new contract at the Emirates, according to reports. Okay. This is where I always find transfer news to be hilarious. According to reports. So what reports then? Why didn't you link them? Why didn't the Daily Express link the reports? Anyway, we continue on. Saka's current deal expires at the end of 23-24 season, and the Gunners are keen to tie down the England Star's future amid reported interest from Liverpool. Who's reported it? Where is it? Why haven't they linked it? We might get there in a minute. I don't know. Saka has scored 5 goals and registered 4 assists in 19 Premier League appearances so far. He has been instrumental in the Gunners' turnaround under Mikel Arteta. What turnaround? What turnaround are they talking about? We're currently 4th. Anyway, after losing their first 3 matches of the season, Arsenal are 4th heading into 2022. Yay! The 4th place trophy. Arsenal's youngsters have outshone their more experienced players, with Saka spearheading a crop of exciting young academy graduates. You mean Saka and Smith Rowe, and that's it. Anyway, and here we go. We've got the source. We've got the reports. According to Ian McGarry, who's Ian McGarry? I don't know who that is, of the Transfer Window podcast, Arsenal are working to extend the contract for the 20-year-old. And I quote, "My understanding is that there have been talks with his representatives with regards to him getting a contract upgrade at Arsenal. They realise that they have a talent on their hands who could potentially be worth a lot more money in the future. But not only that, from a sporting point of view, someone who's establishing himself as a starter in the Arsenal team, which has improved quite considerably, really, in the last 2 or 3 months under Mikel Arteta." Okay. It then continues on. Saka has been part of the process. Saka has been part of the process that has been, I swear, the process has banged with regards to taking pressure off of Arteta. And some Arsenal fans were calling for Arteta to be sacked not long ago. He's obviously an exciting talent in terms of the way he plays, the goals he scores, and as an England international, which brings it a level of prestige and status which adds to the value with regards to what the next move is, or indeed if he stays at Arsenal. Okay. Arsenal's determination to pen Saka down to a new deal comes amid interest from Liverpool in the player. McGarry then says, there is also interest from Saka's side to move to Anfield. We have reported on the Transfer Window podcast that Liverpool are looking to the future with regards to the fact that they expect to sell at least 2 of their attacking players. Well, who? Who are they selling? Saka, because he hasn't said who. They ain't selling Salah, that's for sure. Saka is someone who is a player that suits Liverpool's style. Well, has he had all the needles? Has he had all the needles, I hear you cry? Because if he hasn't had all the needles, Klopp ain't signing him. He's made that quite clear already. Unless you've had them all, you ain't playing for Liverpool. Liverpool would provide an opportunity and a platform for him to play and compete at the highest level. And that would certainly be something that I am told he and his representatives are interested in. Well, that's a bit wishy-washy, really, isn't it? Not really a lot of fact there. That's just a guy on a podcast talking about it, which is basically what I do every day. Me talking about scenarios that could or could not happen based on nothing apart from an opinion. It's not based on fact. It's not based on information given and received to me. Has he received any info? No. Oh, my sources, according to reports, it's my understanding. This sounds like a Sky Cava type story, doesn't it? It's my understanding. What do you mean it's your understanding? Oh, I can't tell you my sources, mate. Ooh, what, they HP? Chili sauce? Piri sauce? Because I'm not being funny, right? I'm not being funny. It wouldn't surprise me if this story had some weight behind it. But having said that, who are Liverpool selling? Because Salah's not going anywhere. Jota's only just got there. Firmino, maybe. And then they could maybe get rid of Mane, perhaps. I don't really see it. I genuinely don't see it. Mane, potentially. I don't really see him getting rid of Firmino either, if I'm honest. Mane would be the one out of all of them front players that they have that I'd say would be the first one out. Because his performances have gone right down in the last 12 to 18 months. He don't score as many goals as he has done previously to that. And he's not been amazing, has he? Whereas Salah's flew up, got better and better every season. Mane's pretty much got worse. So maybe Mane could be a player that leaves. And if that is the case, they could then play Jota up front and rotate him with Firmino, which means that there is space on the left-hand side. But it doesn't report where the info's come from, apart from a guy who's sat on a podcast. No disrespect. I've been sat here for 2 or 3 days saying, well, listen, if a big team comes in for these kids and they offer big money, they could be gone. All of a sudden, bang, there's a story out there. How many times has this happened, by the way? Because I said something about, was it Pepe? Maybe having a clause in his contract linked to games. The next day, that story did the rounds. They definitely watched the podcasts. They definitely watched the shows. Big up to the mainstream. I don't see him going to Liverpool. Not in this summer anyway. Potentially at some point he could end up at Liverpool. But at the same time, I don't see it happening this summer. Let's be real here. Liverpool are probably not going to win a title this season. Man City are purring along at the moment. They're flying. They're doing great. If Liverpool did come in for Saka and it did have weight to this story and it was a genuine story, then why would Saka not want to go? Don't think he's got any loyalty to Arsenal, because he ain't. Yeah, none of these footballers got loyalty to the football club. It doesn't matter how many times they come out and say that they love the club and that, you know, I've grown up at the club, it's like a family and this and that. Money talks and bullshit walks. It's as simple as that. And if Arsenal get an offer of 60 million, 70 million, and he gets an offer of 200 grand a week and a chance to win trophies, he's going. It's as simple as that. Yeah, let's not sit here and pretend he ain't. You know, and if he doesn't, then fair enough, credit to him. But it's just going to end up with another player like I don't know, an Alan Shearer that wins a couple of trophies in his career staying at the same football club. Won nothing at Newcastle and won at Blackburn. That was it, wasn't it? Is that all he won? I think he may have won. He won a Premier League at Blackburn. Did he win a cup? Did he win an FA Cup, Shearer? I can't remember. I don't think he did. And Saka's already won an FA Cup. Is he going to win a title at Arsenal in the next 5 years? Nope. Is he going to win one in the next 10 years? Well, if Arteta gets sacked and we actually have some ambition, then he could do, and he could be an integral part of that. But I genuinely don't see him going to Liverpool this summer. Ain't happening. Yeah, ain't happening. Don't believe it. I will come back to all these comments in a second. Let me just get these super chats quick. I was just going to say, any New Year plans? What's your team prediction for Saturday and score prediction for Saturday? I'm going 7-0 City and your boy Mahrez to get a hat-trick. My New Year's plans are to sit and chill with a nice cigar and a bottle of Veuve Clicquot champagne and have an early night, watch the fireworks go off and then go to bed. And that's me. Prediction, 5-1. 5-1 if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm going 5. You lot are banging it at the minute. Team prediction, clapped. Clapped. Big up to you, TK. Appreciate it, man. Happy New Year to you, my bro. I think Arsenal should not worry about Saka going to Liverpool. They don't spend big unless they sell. If that link was to Chelsea or City, then there could be a chance. That's a very good point as well that you've just raised there, Akash. Big up to you for the donation as well, buddy. That is actually a very good point, because Liverpool don't tend to go and do big dough, do they? Which means if they do go and buy Saka, then somebody is leaving. And like that report says, they're looking to get rid of 2 of their players up front. I'm not really convinced by that, if I'm honest. Not really convinced. Like, who's going to buy Sadio Mane for stupid money? Is anyone? Maybe PSG? If Mbappe goes, that could be a deal, couldn't it? Maybe he could go to PSG. I don't know how much Sadio Mane's got left on his contract. Let's have a look. Have a look at Mane. Sadio Mane on transfer market. His contract runs out in 2023, so he's got 18 months left on his contract. Well, potentially they could sell him then, couldn't they? He scored 7 goals this season in the league, 9 in all comps, which actually isn't too bad. But he's not been great, has he? He's not been amazing. And I mean, his record for Liverpool overall is pretty decent. 243 games, 106 goals, 44 assists. That's actually not bad. But he's progressively got worse at Liverpool in terms of his output every season. So, yeah, maybe he could be on his bike. I don't know. And if he does, like I said, there's not going to be many clubs in the world that are going to pay stupid, ridiculous money for him with 18 months left on a contract. So I think that if he does go, it's PSG or maybe Barcelona. I don't know. I can't see him really getting in at Real Madrid because they're going to get Mbappe. I don't see any Premier League team buying him. So he'd have to go somewhere abroad, and that doesn't leave many options. Doesn't leave many options when you look at the mentality of the player, that he wants to win, he wants to be the best, he wants to be above Salah every season, even though he's not been doing that recently. I don't see him taking a backward step in terms of team. So PSG, is that a backward step? Maybe. I don't know. They win the league every season pretty much, didn't they? So he'll guarantee a title, but I don't know. Big up to Isaiah, who says probably Firmino and Mane. Yeah, Firmino is an interesting one, because I do think that I like Firmino. I think he's mad underrated. I think he's a quality player. But now they've got Jota. Would they just leave themselves short with just Jota as that player? Because then if Jota gets injured, then all of a sudden they ain't got anyone, have they? What, Divock Origi leading the line? Totally different player. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, if there's no winner on Sunday between Chelsea and Liverpool, then City will run away with the title. Your team is Edison, Walker, Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, KDB, Bernardo, Rodri, Jesus, Foden, and Mahrez. No Grealish, no. Well, then again, that makes sense, because super fans are out here claiming that he's not as good as Smith Rowe anyway. So some of the shit I see on the internet is hilarious. Big up to you, Chike. Listen, I'm going to be sitting there with my Mahrez shirt on for the game and triggering top Reds again, top Gooners again. I'll have my Mahrez shirt on back to front, and they'll all be crying. They will get rid of Sadio Mane at some point. Yeah, I do think that will happen at some point. You're right. Liverpool sending 2 attacking players. Could be Divock Origi and Minamino. Not sure about Minamino, if I'm honest. Origi, maybe he'll want to go and play more games, more game time. But then maybe he's comfortable being a bench player in one of the best teams in Europe. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fake news. It does appear to be fake news, doesn't it? It does appear to be fake news. Simon Stone. It is understood. Yeah, they all come out with these things, don't they? This is understood, and yeah, according to reports. I mean, it's very vague, isn't it? It doesn't really tell you a lot. Source, trust me, bro. Make sure you go and subscribe to Gracie's channel as well. Type Gracie May Arsenal into YouTube, you'll find her. Go and subscribe, people. Highly Liverpool fan, zero chance of it. You'd want 100 mil English tax. Well, he's got 2.5 years left on his contract, so yeah, it ain't going to be cheap, is it? If Grealish was 100, then Saka's 120. Well, maybe with the age as well. Obviously, he's a lot younger than Grealish. Although saying that, Grealish did have that tied into his contract. There was a 100 mil release clause. So I don't know. I don't know whether that's something that's in Saka's contract. I very much doubt it. Arsenal don't tend to move like that because we're thick, and we don't put release clauses in contracts normally, do we? Yeah, big up to Arsenal Alex. Go and subscribe to his channel as well, people. Come on. Show some love to the others. Big up to Victor as well. Thanks for the donation, buddy. Hope you're doing well, Gunner. Rat Army. Lukaku is leaving to Inter. Lol. This youth project for Arsenal is all protection. Arteta out, people, please. Dear mate, the whole thing is kind of funny, isn't it? This whole youth thing, because as soon as we do sell a couple of these youngsters for decent dough, then what do we do? Do we then go and scrap Project Youth, or are we going to try and buy some better or replacement youngsters? Because the best replacement youngsters ain't coming to Arsenal. They're not. Yeah, the best youngsters in world football ain't coming to Arsenal. Let's be real here. You know, Mbappe ain't going to come. Haaland ain't coming. Gavi's not coming. Pedri ain't coming. Why would any of these players want to leave their club to come to Arsenal? Let's be real with it. So then what? What do we go and buy second-rate players and start all over again? That ain't a youth project anymore. This is why I didn't want it to be a youth project in the first place. Go and do what's required. Go and spend the money. I've seen enough people, right, saying this as well. And thank you for that, Victor. I've seen enough people saying this. Oh, but you're deluded if you think that another manager would get this team challenging for a title. Well, let me break it down for you, yeah? For all the cheap seats at the back that don't listen to what I say, right? Let me break it right down. Another manager wouldn't have assembled this fucking squad, because with 250 million that Arteta spent, another manager would have done better with that. We would have bought better players and would be in a title race. So when I sit there and get the ump because we ain't competing, it's because another manager, a top manager, Conte, for example, wouldn't have gone out there and done 50 million on Ben White. He probably wouldn't have done 20 million on Tomiyasu. There's 70 mil saved. That goes and buys you an attacking player, yeah, or the Yves Bissouma with 20 mil spare. Do you know what I'm saying? We would have had better players in this team that would have elevated us up the table. But people don't seem to grasp that. Have you seen the Lukaku quotes? No. What's the Lukaku quotes, bro? Because Victor just mentioned he's going back to Inter. What's that all about? Google him. Here we go. He's not happy with Tuchel's tactics and wants Inter Milan move. Oh, wow. It's all gone wrong. Oh, wow. Lukaku rejoined the club 5 months ago for 97.5 mil. An interview has been released the day after the Belgians scored in a 1-1 draw against Brighton. He told Sky Sports, per Fabrizio Romano, physically I'm fine, but I'm not happy with the situation at Chelsea. This is direct quotes, you know. Oh, wow. Tuchel has chosen to play another system. I won't give up. I'll be professional. I'm not happy with the situation, but I'm professional and I can't give up now. Oh, my days. As well as revealing his unhappiness with the West London club, he also spoke of his desire to return to Inter at some point. See, look, the way they've put that together, yeah, is exactly why I don't really believe half of the shit these journalists write. Yeah, because they have clickbaited that, yeah, by saying he's unhappy and wants Inter return. Well, yeah, he didn't say now, though, did he? He said at some point. Yeah, in fact, I'll read what he said. Very sneaky. Now is the right time to share my feelings, and I've always said that I have Inter in my heart, and I know I will return to Inter. I really hope so. I'm in love with Italy, and at the right moment to talk and let people know what really happened. I really hope from the bottom of my heart to return to Inter at the end of my career, not at the end of my career, sorry, but when I'm still at the top level and we'll win more together. I want to apologise to the Inter fans. Timing of my words was wrong. What you did for me will remain forever. Wow. So there you go. See, look, he's not saying that he wants to go back to Inter now, but they've clickbaited that. Chelsea star says he's not happy and wants an Inter return. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. So you'll click on that, like I've just done, going, oh my God, he's spoken and said he's unhappy and he wants to go back to Italy now. Well, he ain't, is he? Lying bastards. Lying bastards. But there we go. Let's continue. Do you think we have any chance of winning against City? Yeah, because Mikel Arteta's not trying to land planes at the Emirates, mate. AirPod Albert's in charge. AirPod Albert's in charge, mate. So we might actually have a chance. Arsenal have no pull for big players. Your youngsters is all you've got. And this is the thing. How good are these youngsters? Yeah, I said this yesterday with Josh. Like, how many of our players get in Man City's team? Zero. Absolutely none. Don't be fooled by what super fans tell you about Ramsdale getting in over Edison. Never in a million years. Most deluded thing I've ever heard. Saka don't get in their team over Mahrez. Not happening. Smith Rowe don't get in over Grealish. Not happening. Or Foden. Let's be real. And no other player gets anywhere near. So yeah, then nobody gets in there. Chelsea, maybe Saka. Maybe Saka. I don't rate Pulisic. So Hudson-Odoi, is he better than Hudson-Odoi? Probably, yeah. Right now, at this current time, in the last 2 years of their careers, he is better than Hudson-Odoi. So maybe he does get in. But again, we're struggling, aren't we? How many other players get in Chelsea's team from our team? I don't really see anyone else. Tierney, maybe. Maybe. But then again, if you go with the last 2 years of their careers, Chilwell's been better than him. Tierney's always injured. And I love Tierney to bits. And I think Tierney's a better player. But you have to go off of current form of the last couple of years. You can't just take a tiny little sample size of 3 games and go, oh my God, right now he's better than him. No, go over the last 2 seasons. Why are you going over 3 games? Oh, you're going over 3 games so you can squeeze one of the players in. Like, stop deluding. Stop being deluded. Say it as it is, man. None of our players get in Man City's team. Facts. 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 Yeah, none of them. None of them. Big up to Peace. Saka to Liverpool is fake. Do you know what? Let me just say this as well, because listen, I don't think anyone here believes that this story is true anyway, right? But it's only fake if you perceive the information that you've received to be fake. If it was the other way round and it was Saka to sign new extended contract for 5 years on 130 grand a week, would you believe that to be fake? You probably wouldn't, because you want that story to be true. Whereas you don't want that story for him to go to Liverpool to be true, so it's automatically fake. Doesn't mean it's fake. Just means you don't believe it to be real. Like, it's the same with all stories. Like, if you don't believe it, you're going to say it's fake. Like, it's the same with every transfer story that comes out. It's only fake if you don't believe it. Like, it's the same with anything in life. You know, if it's something that you want to happen, then you'll believe it's true. Like Houssem Aouar coming to Arsenal all summer, 2 summers ago, our fans had their pants around their ankles and the tissue out. They're jizzing themselves. Oh, Houssem Aouar's coming. All the stories were saying he's coming, but everyone believed it to be real, so it weren't fake news, was it? Well, he still ain't here unless I've missed him. So it's mad. Leicester Norwich is off. Another game bites the dust. I don't know why they just don't use their academies. Big up to Mustafa. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Yeah, but Lee, he said those comments. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't want to see him play for the club again. Jeez, Chelsea fans are ruthless. I hope we don't do his Xhaka and give him a chance, bruv. I'm quite sure he will play for Chelsea again. He's the only striker you've got. It's mad. He's actually the only striker you have. And yeah, I do think he will play again. And at the end of the day, he probably wasn't right to come out and cuss the manager publicly. But maybe he's been saying it behind the scenes and it ain't changed. And he's saying, look, to get the best out of me, you need to do this. So maybe he's just got frustrated with it. I don't know. But yeah, he shouldn't be coming out saying that, man. Big up to you, man. Happy New Year, buddy. Yep. No Arsenal player gets in City's team. Let's just keep it real. Gabby gets into Chelsea's team over Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic, yeah. But like I said, we're struggling, aren't we? We're like naming like one player potentially that could maybe get in. Yeah, now how many Man City players get in our 11? Oh yeah, all of them. Yeah, how many Chelsea players get in our 11? Most of them. How many Liverpool players get in R11? All of them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, it's mad. It's actually mad. That's now 21 Premier League postponements. It's all a load of bollocks, man. It really is. Just play the fucking games. Like, Chelsea fans ain't having Lukaku, you know. They are not having him. Morgan, I ain't seen that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me, mate. Free hit for Liverpool, right off for City. Like, how many more games are we allowed to do this for? When is it actually allowed to actually hold a manager that spent £250 million accountable? Like, when is that point? Like, how many more games, how many more years do we have to wait before it's actually acceptable and allowed to call the manager out on his decisions as a manager after spending £250 million? I don't really know. I'll hold him accountable from 3 weeks before he walked into the job because he ain't good enough, and I knew he wouldn't be. Yeah, exactly. Arteta fan TV, bro. It's mad. It's mad. Until we get piped by Man City and then get piped by Tottenham, then it'll be out again. And Tottenham will be above us by then with games in hand. So, yeah, flippity flop. Maybe they could get Javiana's Brazil sponsorship deal next. Oh, dear. Saka and Smith Rowe over Pulisic, Cho, and Havertz. How many? Well, let's just have a look at this logically. Pulisic's dog shit. I don't rate him. Yeah, so that potentially. Where does Havertz play? Because he don't play in midfield, really, does he? They've been busting him out on the right at times, haven't they? I don't know. That's a flip of a coin because Havertz has been dog shit, mate. Yeah, and then Hudson-Odoi, out of them 3 players, has probably been their best player out of them 3 in the last 18 months or so. So yeah, based on now and the last 12 to 18 months, then yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. But like I said, we're seeing the summertime. We're seeing the summertime how much these players are rated by the other clubs. Because if they are rated highly, I fully expect some of these clubs to come in and bid for them. Otherwise, they're not being rated that highly by top tier teams, are they? They're just rated highly by our fans. Do you rate Mason Mount? Yeah, quality footballer. Quality footballer. Quality footballer. Big up to Kieran, man. Hope you're well, buddy. Happy New Year. Well, it's not New Year yet, but happy New Year's Eve. Do you seriously think if Emery was given the same time and funds that Arteta has, we wouldn't be challenged for a title? Man won the Europa League with 12 mil. Exactly. But he hasn't got nice drip. He doesn't talk in riddles in press conferences. And he's not got perfect hair. Our fans, mate. Our fans are crazy, bro. They're fucking crazy. Big up to you, mate. Hope you're well. Pulisic gets rated because he's American. I don't know about that, but yeah, he's not very good. Emil Smith-Rowe over Bernardo. You are smoking some bookie gear, mate. I don't know what you're smoking, bro, but over Bernardo Silva. Wow. Wow. He's oh, mate. Fabrizio said all the big clubs are keeping tabs on Saka as his contract ends soon. It's 2.5 years until it's up, mate. I don't know where Fabrizio got that info from, but it's 2.5 years. It's fake until it's real. Well, yeah, that's very true. It is fake until it's real. But at the same time, if you believe it to be real, then it's real, isn't it? If you see it to be fake, then it's fake. Big up DJ Crane. Hope you're good, buddy. It's a short summer break. Arsenal players will be hungover from the end of the season. No title challenge next season. Lol. Exactly. It is a short turnaround. You're right. Do you think Burnley will score tonight? Yes, I do. Man, you will win, though. Forget Saka. Martinelli will be a monster in Klopp's system. Mark my words, they will try and get a successor, get him as a successor for Mane. Well, Klopp's already come out and said he rates him, isn't he? So that wouldn't surprise me one bit. And yeah, could you imagine him instead of Mane there? Wow. That would be mad. Smith Rowe has outscored Ozil's best season. It's only December. Yep. And Ozil was rated by millions of fucking Ozil teams around the world. Do you watch the United game? I will be watching it, mate. Yeah, I will be watching it. I'll be sticking it on in a minute. I can't think of another half-decent player besides Pulisic, to be honest. What? At Chelsea? They got loads of players, bro. What do you mean? I am a Smith Rowe team. Mate, it's funny, yeah? Because Ozil fans were crazy, weren't they? Oh, he's amazing, the assist king. As soon as he came off of free kicks and set pieces, he didn't get any assists anymore. Fucking mad. You puff a cigar. Do not inhale it. There you go. Well, I'll be puffing a cigar tomorrow with my champs, and yeah, man, I'm a Saka teen. Let me ask you a lot of question, yeah. Before I come back to this comment, because this comment's hilarious, because this guy obviously has only just watched my channel today. Big up to you, Josh Brewer. But let me ask you guys a question. All of you fangirls in the chat and boys in the chat that are not Ozil teens, Saka teens and Smith Rowe teens. If he leaves to go to a team in the Premier League, is he a snake? Is he a snake? Would you see him as a snake if he ended up at Chelsea or City or Liverpool? And your words loss, you mean lose value. It's disgusting how you never give created where it's due. You mean credit? You're going to come cuss me, mate. At least learn how to construct a sentence properly. Do you know what I'm saying? And you obviously have only just started watching my channel on this stream, mate, because if you actually go back to my fan cam, I credited the manager on player ratings as well. I gave him a 9, I think. No, an 8 out of 10 for the game at the weekend. Furthermore, I said Odegaard, who I can't stand, was unplayable against Norwich. So, yeah, I don't know what you mean, mate. I don't get what you mean. I'm not really too sure, mate. But yeah, maybe go and you know, proofread your comments before putting them in, mate, because your spelling's atrocious. You're right. Just self-isolating by myself. Bro, don't worry about that. Just go and enjoy your life, man. It's a common cold, bruv. That's all it is. It's a common cold. Yeah, just go and chill, man. Hope you get well soon, though. Real talk. And a couple of weeks away now, and we play you lot, mate, which will be interesting. Be very interesting. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Would you still take Dele Alli over Odegaard? Come back to me at the end of the season. Yeah, created. Do you know what I'm saying? Created. These people are funny, man. You tell him, Jez. You tell him. This is the thing, right? People always come and chat shit, right? And it's like, well, where was you when I gave credit to Arteta the other day? One of the games the other week, I gave him 9 out of 10. Like, these people missed that shit, didn't they? It's funny. It is actually funny. Big up to Nathan. I never thought RVP, Nasri, Fabregas, etc. were snakes. They were right to leave as we never showed any ambition. Fair play to every player that left and won trophies. Yeah, totally agree. If Saka leaves for Chelsea, it makes sense for him because they'll do something which is win trophies, something Arsenal fans don't think matters anymore except for a cup. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. If they go to another Big Six team, they're most likely a snake. Why? Let me ask you a question, yeah? Sakanelli. I like that name. And I know you watch all my shows pretty much, mate. Appreciate it. Why are they seen as a snake if they go to a team that's got more ambition than the team they're at? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. So you're at a club that don't win much or anything, and a club comes in for you that competes for everything every season. Why are they a snake for wanting to go and win trophies? That's the aim of elite sport. Do you rate Theo Hernandez? I don't watch him, mate, if I'm honest, but I know that all the little FIFA kids use him on FIFA. So that's only because he's 93 pace or whatever it is. But no, I don't know, mate. I don't watch that league, if I'm honest. They just ignore you when you give credit because they're bitter mugs that can't spell. Facts, bro. Facts. Come on now. Facts. Facts. Don't care about their irrelevant opinions. And they can't handle the truth, which is why they all start crying. Dear. Do you think RVP was world class? Yes, he was. He was brilliant. I'd say a player is a snake if he goes to a close rival. Maybe, yeah, that makes sense. So if he goes from like Liverpool to United, or Arsenal to Tottenham, something like that, yeah. Facts don't care about feelings. Exactly. My factual information, mate, that I put out here every day, don't care about these people caught in vibes and feelings and opinions. Ain't interested. Yeah, facts do not care. Yeah, facts over feelings. Yeah, I deal with facts about the club. Rafa settings. We only deal in facts, mate. Facts are it's 18 years at the end of this season without a title. We smashed the stadium down to win one. Our fans hold us to high standards when cussing other clubs, saying, "Is yours gold?" Well, it's a title. Was it a title? Oh, it was a title, yeah. So when you're slagging off other teams and you go, "Oh, is yours gold?" You're holding us to title standard. Why are you crying about me doing it every day then? Thanks. People can't close me. I'm too sharp for these people, man. Close them up like doors, mate. It's easy. It's a piece of piss. And like I said, my facts about the club, they can't argue with fact because it's a fact. Saka won't leave Arsenal. I disagree. He will leave Arsenal at some point. Maybe not this summer, but he will be leaving at some point. If he continues to go in the direction that we all think he might do, then he will be leaving the club because we ain't going to win nothing, and other clubs will buy him. They'll want him. If they go to Chelsea or City, perfectly understandable. But if they go United or Spurs, snakes. Big up to Bailey, man. Big up to you, my guy. Like the stream people, why do people believe these stupid rumors? Because they do, unfortunately. But this is why I sit here and break shit down. Like I read the whole article out and then made an opinion off of what I've been given in front of me. Yeah, and it's the information received, you then base an opinion off of it. All right, so I've received the information, I've processed it, I digest it, and then make an opinion based off of what I think is right or wrong and true or false. And let's be real, it's a load of bollocks. He ain't going anywhere this summer. He will be leaving Arsenal at some point. Like I said, if he does carry on doing what he's doing and getting better every game or every season or every 10 games or whatever, then at some point you would think that a bigger club will come, or a better team, maybe not a bigger club, but maybe a better team at that given time will come in for him. And if they do, let's have no fucking bones about it. He's going. Yeah, it's a short career. It's all about winning trophies, man. Big up to Connor, man. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well, mate. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go and watch the Man United game. And podcast tomorrow, midday UK time, me, Kenny and Jez. So make sure you come and check that out. Some Arsenal fans' ambitions are in the gutter. The club needs to get back to winning the league titles. But what we have done is an experiment again. Fans allow it, mate, unfortunately. I don't think I'll ever forgive the Cone Man for the debacle against Villarreal. Big up Omar, man. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Yeah, come on. No loyalty, Lee. No loyalty in football, mate. No loyalty in football. Podcast is at midday tomorrow, UK time. Exactly. Come on. My man knows. Yeah, my man knows already, bruv. That's how everything starts in all major events globally over every lifetime. Fear. And on that bombshell, we're getting out of here, people. I'm not doing a watch along, man. I'm chilling. And yeah, man, I'll be back again at midday. Last podcast of the year, last show of the year. And we'll have a little look forward. Well, I say look forward. We'll talk about the game against Man City. We're probably not really looking forward to it, are we? But there we go. It is what it is. But listen, all have a wonderful evening. And we're out of here. Arteta out. Fire the likes up, people. Laters.